Is it me, or is Johnny Depp just wasted at everything?
Fire! That's the weirdest microphone I've ever seen in my life.
Welcome to the Caribbean.
Where are you? I'm there, right? Yeah.
Gotta hand it to the guy. If I could, I'd probably be high all day too. The shine, the glam, the online store with official merchandise. The fake smiles, all for the world to see. The pretty people as they bullshit their way to yet another mansion with your money. The Grammys are to music what a plot line is to porn. Irrelevant. I'm Lester the Molester Cock and Stuff, and this is Fucked Up. Yet another year of bad music, another awards ceremony to celebrate mediocrity. Fortunately, we, the common folk, get to share in the audacity as we get treated to the glitzy spectacle as a parade of spoiled celebrities who are deluded enough to think they actually have musical talent pat themselves in the back as they walk off with a cheap tin-wrapped trinket that says, "My shit was repeated on radio stations so many times that it's now ingrained into your skull along with that chicken dance song they play at Filipino weddings." I think the biggest shock at this year's Grammys was that Taylor Swift won an award and there was no Kanye in sight. Maybe he was just busy polishing Zuckerberg's ego for that $1 billion he needs to pay off his $53 million in debt. I'm guessing that real artists such as Kanye either have a serious problem with math or he's anticipating more money problems along the road to his presidential campaign in 2020. But I digress. Where was I?
Let me out of here!
Fuck no. The Grammys are a joke. They ignore any real contributions to the world of music in favor of profit margins. The number of songs actually bought by clueless tweens with their stolen credit cards is apparently a much better marketing strategy to the system where people with half an active brain cell could download the track pretty much anywhere, listen to it for 5 seconds, decide it's pure shit, and then try to scrub out their ears with Ajax. That's because the music industry, such as it is controlled by the labels, and the Grammys are just another way for them to pat themselves in the back with the gobs of money they've collected from your gullibility. They promote this eardrum-decaying syphilis to a generalized public which don't really care about the substance and meaning of music anyway. It's workday filler, something that sounds good enough to put on in the background as they mindlessly go about their day. It's interesting to note that this has the same effect as brainwashing, but to a marketing executive, it's the quarterly fiscal report and the difference between whether or not he vacations at home with his parents or in the Bahamas. And for all this hard work, they give themselves an award, which is about the same as congratulating someone for jerking off in under 5 minutes. You know, there was a time not that long ago when popular music was actually good. Somewhere along the way, all that got replaced with this ear-bleeding shit that makes my soul weep, which I'll get into more detail in the next episode of this 2-part series. For the few, the proud, the free, and real artists out there on the stage pouring blood and sweat for their craft, they will probably never know what it's like to walk down the red carpet of the Grammys, much less be recognized by a community that has no idea what real soul-inspiring music is. And I'm guessing they're just fine with that. Bands like Alter Bridge, Slipknot, Stone Sour, and even the Foo Fighters are the last remaining bastions of real music in this society. I'm guessing they have no idea how much is riding on their shoulders, because the day David Bowie and Lemmy shuffled off this mortal coil was the day the volume got turned down just a little bit more. Thank God for vinyl.